little bit of a obstacle course here.
Popsicle course.
Popsicle course.
Hello.
Hot enough for that today.
Welcome to Bars and Bells. My name's Lauren,
And I'm Ian.
and this is our beginner kettlebell class.
We have some kettlebells behind me there. Lauren has a bell off to her side. And if you have a dumbbell or just a ball or a good imagination, you can join with these follow-along exercises for strength.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're going to have some fun at the end with some fun sumo squats. Yes, I said fun and fitness for sure. Why not? Give me a good time. But first, we do like to start with our breath. And from our breath, we'll start with the wrists then, some hips, push-ups, a little bit of strength.
Leave some surprises, Ian.
Here we go. Just so you know what's up. Lauren's going to get on her back. Join her if you wish. Or tall kneel, comfortable position, hands on the belly. From here, take the breath in the nose and exhale. Lightly closed lips. Belly breath in. Exhale. Inhale again, 4 seconds. And then exhale for 4 seconds. Repeat one more. Inhale, 4 seconds in. And then 4 seconds out. Repeat in for 4. And hold for 4. Exhale for 4. Hold for 4. Inhale for 4. And hold. Exhale. And hold. Now a little quicker, go in and out. And in and out. And in and out. And last one in. Exhale. Continue that breathing pattern as allowed. I'll be trying to breathe in into my nose as I talk.
Not the fast breathing pattern.
Not the fast one. That nice, relaxed, deep position. Let's get on those hands. My turn or your turn for wrists today, Lauren?
You go ahead. I did them earlier.
Push-ups.
I did them earlier. Your choice.
So the head position again is looking between the hands. Nice long spine, continuing through the head neck, crown of head pointing away. I'm going to break that rule because I want to see it. There you go. Sometimes I'll look down though. So from here, first knuckle push-ups, press through those first knuckles right next to the rings where they would be on the fingers, and then press the palms back down to the ground. And then press again. I'm making a big commitment in my own practice to press through that index finger, keeping it nice and straight, but then also making sure that my pinky touches. Not easy for me at least. And then down. Push off the floor, give them a little shake. Let's do a 180 at those hands, have the fingertips face the knees, and pull the shoulders low with straight elbows, and press the index fingers heavy on the floor. And then take that tension away and press the middle fingers into the ground. Take that tension away, and then the same thing through the rings, and then the same thing through the pinkies, and then bend those elbows, peel up those hands, super slow, little flick of the floor away. And again, complement that with a wiggle. Let's get into our lunge position here with our nice level hips. What movement do we do that this movement is very evident in? One of those get-ups. There we go. Step through lunges. That's a great exercise too.
Oh.
But our get-up. So work on that lunge. Working on maybe a hip hike to hip to press. Maybe a hip tuck to a hip extend. Those words could be changed a little bit. But think about the level hips here, and then that nice strong position where we're stacked. Then from here, let's just take that leg out to the side, a little wiggle. For something different, let's try to push that knee towards over the toe and keep those hips pushing forward. Push back to a nice tall position. A couple more in a row. Think pulling this heel to your buttock to create tension through the leg, and then pushing away to get tall. Last one. Pull on the floor, keep those hips forward, push to center, bring it in. One more task with this leg out in front. Can we get so tall on this leg right here that we could drag this leg underneath without breaking the plane at the sides? Try one or two more with that same leg. Tall on the supporting leg, speed will help, but on that return, bring that leg underneath, keeping the hip pushed through. Switch legs, same thing on the other side.
My kneecap just could only take one more.
Little hip hike, get that knee pad. I saw a very old drawing, hand drawing of these lunging movements, and there was a knee pad drawn into this textbook image. So we know the knee pad is relevant even today. Keep those hips level. That's the hip hike in the level. Then we'll tuck under, push away, little tuck under, hip hike, find level, level hips. Here we go. Then from here, just heel toe that leg out to the side. Keep the hips forward, pull the heel towards the groin, keep the hips forward, and then push energy in the ground to get back tall. And then about two more again, we'll pull in, keeping those hips forward, and then to extend or to tall, final repetition, pull, and then push away. Heel toe to center, and for just a couple in a row, check in with that kneecap that we're balancing on here. Drag it across the floor, watching out for that handstand toe. For those of you who do handstands might know what I'm talking about. There we go. And then I might try one more time. Underneath. There we go, next time. Take a sip of water, check in with your body. Planks will be a staple of our exercise program here. We quickly use Lauren as a model or a planker to show us what's up. This is a nice plank, kind of. It's even better if the knees go out a little bit further and then we hold that really sweet line that you're showing right there. Maybe a chin tuck to be really nitty gritty, but look for that long line through the spine. Now, if you're in this position like Lauren, get there, great, awesome. Can you squeeze your bum? Then can you on those abs and pull down on those armpits? And for 10 seconds, you're a park bench, you're a plank, really solid right there for 3 more seconds, and then coast that tension away and return to the floor. Now gently put your face on the floor, or head on the floor is maybe a little bit nicer way to say that.
Put your face on the floor.
So head on the floor with the elbows to the side, maybe like that Sphinx position. Now keep the face looking at the ground and try to pull your sternum, very top of your Adam's apple kind of area, call it, off the ground. Keeping the face looking down, just like Lauren here. Hold for a couple seconds, maybe at the hips to tuck under by 1 millimeter. Just a little bit of an imagination down there to make sure we're not extending the low back. We're trying to get that mobility through the upper back. Take a second, relax with control, and return to the ground. It's either my turn to plank again, or Lauren's feeling that that is what her body wants tonight, and she can do it again.
I'll do one more.
Excellent. So from a planking position, maybe it's the modified position with your knees down. We're in a nice long straight line. Forearms parallel like train tracks. Let's pull down those elbows for 10 seconds, go. Elbows go like this. Abs go like, bumps go. And for 5 more seconds, could not. Push Lauren over for 3, 2, casual down, return to the floor. That upper back extension or T-spine mobility, we're gonna start on the floor or lower end. Start on the floor. Work it from the bottom. It's so hard. Most of us are gonna try to lift from right here. That's just a lot of work right here. Let's lift from there eventually, but beautiful work from Lauren there. Just gonna tuck under the hips and start from the back side of where my finger is right here.
I can't feel it.
I know, I'm sorry. I wasn't really touching you. Nice. So think about these up here. And that extension ability of that rib cage or T-spine will help us work that overhead. Hopefully we can maybe put a load overhead today in our kettlebell practice. From here, let's flip over the back, and we'd like Lauren here to describe our mobility get up, emphasizing a little of those nitty gritty parts, the hand placements and the shoulders.
There's lots of bells.
There are a lot of bells behind me.
Lying down on your back.
Okay.
Let's do our right arm up so that we all have the same cues here. So we're going to take our right arm up as if there's a kettlebell in it. pack that shoulder. Your right foot is planted on the floor close to your bum. Your left leg is out straight on the, well, about a 45 out on the floor, heavy on the floor, and then that arm is off to the side, off the belt line. From here, pack that shoulder, grip your imaginary bell, push your foot into the floor, and start exciting that butt cheek and extending your hip, and then come back down. Head shouldn't even leave the floor. We're just firing up that butt cheek. Drive in, extend the hip, squeeze the cheek. On this next one, you're going to drive in, extend the hip, keep extending the hip, pull on your elbow. From here, let me change my angle for you. We can have a nice proud shoulder, packed, or we can have a shoulder like we're hanging out at the beach. Do the saggy shoulder, and then engage your lat and pull up to proud shoulder. Saggy shoulder, proud shoulder. From there, keep that proud shoulder. Find your hand squishing a bug underneath. Same proud shoulder here, lat engaged. For one, unproud, be saggy, and then push the floor away. Drive that right foot into the floor, drive your left hand into the floor, lift hips up to extend to your bridge. Take that left leg, sweeping your knee underneath you where your butt was. From here, to check out our distance, we'd ideally, if we came down to that elbow, like to be about a forearm's length away from our knee. So place that hand down there, come back up. Good. One more time. Place your elbow down towards the floor. Try to stay open. Know that if we had a kettlebell, this might not be a move we would do. Back to our hand. Hand leaves the floor, hips extend, unrotating under the bell. Front foot moves to the forward, using both legs. Help you up. Oops, stay on screen. Let's pull that bell down. Lats, 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 lats. Nice. Throw that bell to the other arm, and one quick get up down on the other side, focusing on some of the same things. Pack your shoulder, press your bell to overhead. Leg you can touch. Drop back lunge. That front foot is going to open to 90 degrees. Rotate and hinge underneath your bell so your hands and your shoulders are stacked. Now come down to your elbow for a second and check your distance. Are you about that forearm length away? Adjust as needed. Back to your hand, transfer weight to your right hand and left foot, sweeping the leg through. To your elbow, a proud shoulder here, and then a saggy shoulder. And then a proud shoulder. Now keep that shoulder proud as you push away from it to your back. Control the down. Two hands, pull your bell down. We're going to roll to our stomach, do a push-up to stand up. So rolling to our stomach, getting in push-up position here. Hands at about, chest level. Pack your shoulders, tuck under, one push-up up. And then a nice slow inchworm to a hinge. So once you can get those hands in, drive those hips back, load up hammies and glutes, and then extend to tall. Whew.
Extend to tall.
Sorry, I felt like we were a little short. There we go.
We're just going to do 2 quick series of bodyweight drills, and then we'll get into some loaded drills as well. And then we're swinging today.
We're swinging.
5s and 10s. But first, let's pattern our swing. With your hands out front, in your swing stance. We'll get into that in just a second as well, but hips just a little bit wider than those, feet a little bit wider than those hips. Place the hands out front. Retract the shoulders. You can take one of Lauren's punches. Then from here, the arms come down. We stay tall, 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 tall. We delay that hinge. Then we can hinge into this hike or pass position. And from here, hands continue to stay connected to the body until our big pow moment to create that nice float. One more time. Hands stay tight to the body. And then we hinge. They continue to remain in contact with the body until the last second, wham, and they can come out. Shake it out. The other drill we like to do for our kettlebell swing practice is our chop and pop. Take those hands, chop, hinge, pop, through. Chop, hinge, pop through. Chop, hinge, pop through. 2 more. Chop, hinge, pop through. Chop, hinge, pop through, and plank. Awesome. Maybe that's, again, nice drills for you to practice instead of our swings coming up in the next little bit. Take it easy, play with those basics. I'm going to grab a load. Lauren has one right there.
I have mine.
And we're going to start with our low hold. We can stand straddling this kettlebell in, again, our deadlift or hinging stance. Chop the hinge, vertical shins, grab the load. Let's check in with the shoulders. Are they square? Pull the shoulders on square. Preload, meaning lift 99% of that load, and then
one arm.
Lift it to the top. Then step together, bring the hand out. Gently let yourself go as low as you can on this armpit. But then let the other side pull you back to tall. Let's hold that position for 5 more seconds today. Feel the load on the other side of the body, and then open up your stance. Set up the hinge, return the kettlebell to the ground. Pause. Are your shoulders square? And then let go with the one hand and body weight up. Shake it out. Same thing other side with the hinge, the grip. Check the shoulders that they're facing the ground. Preloading and step together. And gently wear it as low as you can on the lat on the loaded side. And then ask the abs on the other side to help pick up that slack. Let's hold that again for about 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, open your stance, set up your hinge, keep the shoulders square, come up barehanded. Shake that out. Sounds all right, Lauren?
So great.
All right. I think we should do one more plank though. And doing a get up down might be okay to do that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna go overhead in a moment with this kettlebell perhaps. Let's grease that groove and make sure that it's okay to do so. From rack. Overhead with low intensity, but make sure that that armpit stays engaged, the upper trap stays down. Leg you can touch, drop back into your lunge, open the side. Set up your hinge, sweep, find an elbow. And then counterbalance away. And while we're down here, one more time on the plank.
You can do it this
we're
time.
We're going to use this plank to really make sure that when we're loaded with this kettlebell, we feel just as tight.
All right, from those elbows, make fists, pack your shoulders, connect your ribs to your hips. I could come through, punch you in the stomach, kick you in the butt. Then I could try to push you over and you wouldn't move. Keep holding this. You're at the top of your bell. Swing. 3, 2, and then come all the way down. Push up, and then come up via inchworm, hinge. Nice. Extended spine, hips drive through to tall.
And then what's that next carry, Lauren?
Rack carry.
The rack. Let's
stand over our bell with our handle running parallel with our feet. I hope you used your hinge to rotate your bell. You can see everything. From here, chop your hips, hinge. One hand on your bell, second hand cuddles. We're going to pull this close to our body all the way up like we're zipping up our jacket. Pack your shoulder. Zip comes to the rack position. Bell on the outside forearm here. Checking in, is my wrist nice and straight and strong versus bent either way. Elbow tucked in beside chest. Vertical forearm. Butt squeezed. Abs braced. Square forward. 3, 2, we're going to unzip our jacket. Keep it close as you hinge to put it down. Up without. Same thing other side. Hinge. One hand grips. Second hand cuddles. Packing shoulder. Zip. Rack. Check it. Straight wrist. Vertical forearm. In tight. Abs. Butts. Feet. Hold. 4, 3, 2. 2 hands. Unzip. Up without. Whew.
Overhead, Lauren, what do you think?
I love going overhead.
Yeah, overhead presses can be very strong and very fun and very great. They can also be delicate. Listen to your shoulders. Pinches aren't cool.
What are you saying?
Pressing overhead is super fun.
I feel really good.
Let's do it.
Mine
How would you
feels
get that
good.
load overhead today? Lauren, what would you do?
Well, when we take a kettlebell overhead, we must get it through the rack position, which we just practiced. So we would hinge to pick up our bell, Either a clean or a cheat clean, which is what we're doing. So cheat clean, zip it up. From here, packing shoulder, bracing abs, keep that shoulder low even though you're pressing to your overhead, which hopefully is approximately in line with your ear without jutting your hip forward. Elbow is straight, stacked on top of each other, stacked, 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 abs and butt. Now, keep that forearm vertical as you pull your bell down. My kettlebell is still only on my forearm. Just there, it might touch my bicep. 2 hands, hinge, bell comes down.
I really liked it when you shared that cue with me. Don't let it touch your bicep. Even if they're bulging, keep it underneath.
All right, same thing. So sorry about that flex. Don't know where that came from. Hinge, other side. First hand grips, second hand cuddles. Sorry, I'm fighting a sneeze.
I'm a little ahead, so I'm in my
Good,
rack.
into rack, sorry. From here, squeeze your butt, brace your abs, press, keeping that lat engaged as you go overhead. Sorry, weird angle. Pack that shoulder, making sure hips are square forward, shoulders square forward, ribs to hips, punch in the stomach, squeeze your butt. Now pull down, engaging lat like you're doing a reverse chin up, keeping your forearm vertical, in tight, 2 hands, hinge. Sorry,
Awesome.
little sneeze.
So again, loading ourselves with that kettlebell builds that familiarity with the load, and then we can start doing those get-ups under a load. Not necessarily the load that you use today. I would recommend we start with something lightish.
Swing time, Ian?
It's swing time to finish here today, folks. Swing time to finish. If you've been with us for a couple weeks, we've been working on some swings and some deadlifts first. Perhaps stay with those chop and pops. Perhaps just some shadow swings as you watch. Lauren will perform 5 repetitions and then rest. And then I'll perform 5 repetitions. And then 10 and then 10. Follow along with Lauren, watch me, or watch me and follow along with Lauren if that's not the right thing to say. Follow one of us. Lauren's going to start. If you know what's up, follow Lauren as she does 5.
I go,
2
you
big
go.
swings.
I go, you go.
Whew.
Ready?
do it.
I go, 5.
So 1 and 2. The timing of that shadow swing, the aggression we're trying to build with that chop and pop on display.
Ian's 5. 1, 2. Feet are rooted. Toes are still heavy even though you're swinging. When he parks, I go. 10 we say, right?
Yes, we're going to try to breathe in and out of that nose as we get going. And we will find our first couple sets of swings are sometimes the hardest. Taking your heart rate from here and hitting it up here. Not easy, but keep our form just like Lauren and work on those swings. Whew.
Nose breathing. And you can hear that strong exhale that we talked about, matching that hip extension. Exhale. Exhale. Nice. Right when those hips drive through. That helps keep that brace in that top position. What's my number, Ian?
5. So we know we can't always keep going up and going up a little bit and then back down. Can help build that endurance as we learn those kettlebell swings. I know I'm looking forward to 5 right here.
Sometimes I like to focus on one thing each set. That last set, I tried to keep my chin tucked at the top of my swing. Sometimes my head comes forward like a chicken. Woo. 10 again.
1 last set of 10. 1 and 2. And we're looking at our last set of swings here, or your last rep. Looks like the first. Hopefully it's more powerful. Of course it's fatigued. But stay out of sloppy form. Is that 10?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Keep going.
Here we go.
You go. I went. Remember to keep breathing. If 10's too many right now, drop that number down. No worries there. Swing a number where your last number is just as strong as your number 1 of that set.
There we go.
I am.
1 more set.
Oh,
5 repetitions. Finish like you could do it again. 1. Good pace. And 4. And 1 more time. Shake it out. And maybe have 1 more set with me. Here we go.
last one, Ian. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Park.
And I like it when Lauren slows things down with our breath a little bit. So let's try to take, 30 seconds here. Hand on belly, mouth closed. Lauren's conditioning is better than mine, so maybe she can talk here.
So mouth closed, breathing in and out through your nose. Trying to slow your breath down back to resting pace, but through your nose. Try really hard. Close your eyes if you need to. Try to think about relaxing the rest of your body. Don't hold tension everywhere. That'll take more energy. You know, when you see people done races, they're loose. They're trying to recover. Let those muscles loose and go. 2 more breaths. Are you almost returned there, Ian?
Yeah, I could just use that last breath or two you said. We're good to go.
Good.
So we're gonna clean up our space here.
Clean
Let's finish with a nice fun
Tidy
exercise here.
up time.
Celebrating the squat. Perhaps the sumo squat. So set up your stance. Where are you comfortable? We've learned a little bit from this, and I need a little bit more space so I don't cause a fist or foot to the face. That won't be good. So from here, sit low in your plie squat, your goddess pose, horse stance, this position. Ready to go?
Ready.
From here, touch those legs, stand up tall, nice and control, and then back to the plie, sumo, horse, goddess. And then same placement with the feet. Hit those legs. Work on that balance. Open those hips. And again, and want to touch down. Got to balance that. Let's go 2 more each side here. And this one, let's go slow.
Oh, you didn't tell me that soon enough. Sorry.
Slow. I'm a little close to the face. And then last one, even slower.
Oh, I'm
last
even,
one.
Ian.
Oh, but yeah, each side.
Oh, 1 more each side?
1 more each side, okay, 1 more each side. I did say 2, but I kind of meant in my head 2 each. Slow. Darn it. Okay, we can't finish on that rep, so it's a nice controlled one here. Clearly we have harder sides here. Holy cow. And then
Boom.
out.
I like really letting it go at the end there.
Didn't quite finish as graceful as I wanted, but I'm glad I did it and had some fun by the end of that workout. Not that I didn't have fun at the beginning, but nice and playful movements are always good times.
Some hair in your eyes.
This has been our beginner bell. This has been our starting strength. These are simple movements that can help your exercise practice in a studio such as ours, online at home, or in any gym setting. Are you a member yet? Please subscribe. barsandbells.com. Become a member. There's a weird hashtags on that.
Become -a member.
Yeah, there we go. Here we go.
Simple.
It's simple. It's simple. There's a couple
Check it
dashes
out.
in.
Join us on YouTube for live classes, but some hidden ones, unless you're a member.
Great.
Thanks for joining. We'll see you again soon. Swing on.
Yeah, I like those swings today. Goodbye.